got you. You want it sideways or?
I might throw it. Yeah, I might throw it on YouTube later. Nice. All right, boys. This is what is it? Sunday. This is what a Sunday off of the doors looks like. You have to take a break from the doors. Let me tell you. If you want to lose sanity, don't take a break. So we just switched from the 6 days a week down to a 4-day on, 3-day off split. So second long weekend off with the boys. Started the morning with church, and now we are crushing a hike in Peachland, BC, Kelowna, BC. Right? Is it Kelowna?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Mount Pincushion.
So yeah.
Cool.
All right, boys, ask me something.
What's your favorite thing about Kelowna?
Favorite thing about Kelowna? It has to be the water, man. Look at the views. Like, this is actually insane. Like, this is clean, swimmable water that is just like so rare to the world, and look at, like, that's insane.
Awesome.
What else?
So what have you experienced? I guess going on the doors, taking a step down, kind of facing all the rejection. What did you learn from that?
Facing all the rejection, it's actually crazy. Sometimes you actually just have to force your body to do something that your mind is completely telling you not to do. Like, there are so many normally social interactions that you have to go through that you would just plainly avoid, but you have to force yourself into it, because your job is to knock on somebody's door when they're in the middle of their comfort, you know. Could be Saturday, could be Monday, you could have just got home from work and you didn't ask us to be there. So we have to make ourselves a pleasant experience. You have to communicate well, be quick, elevator pitch, don't waste their time. And you want to objection handle to a degree, but you don't want to force anything down anybody's throat, right?
Awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
So saying, let's say to someone new, what would be your biggest pointers to them? Some good advice?
I don't want to give anybody too big of a key, because if you give it for free, they won't even, appreciate it. But if you want some good advice, I would say focus on rapport at the doors. You don't want to make anything feel like a transaction. If you can get them as comfortable with you as possible, there's a good chance that you can have success in the deal or the interaction. If you can make them laugh, there's a pretty good chance it's going to happen. I'm not the funniest guy in the world, but the times I do laugh with a potential customer or client or prospect, like, that shit is money. So
Awesome. Great. So let's say you've had a poor experience on the door. How do you handle with that?
Oh, there's the couple ones where you literally have to just take a walk, just take a minute. And the great thing about it is that you're not just sitting in an office, like, getting pent up. You're by yourself. You can let steam off, walk around, like, literally shake it out. Like, it's pretty good to stay in a good headspace when you're moving constantly. You're outside, you're taking in sunlight. I never wear sunglasses because, you need them to be able to see your face, build trust.
Okay. So say you have a good day, all good things are going right, and then there's those bad days too.
Yeah.
Right. So how do you kind of make that balance between the two? Kind of going every day with a good mindset.
Damn, you're asking some money questions right now. You might be made for this. I would say when you work really hard on a day you didn't want to, when you wake up the next day, you don't regret the fact that you worked harder than you wanted to. So I literally had one of those days a couple days ago. I really didn't want to be out there, but I just started with one, then I started with two. We have a pretty healthy environment right now where we're all in a group chat and everybody else is doing deals at the same time. So if you're nowhere to be seen, you feel that subconsciously. So environment helps.
Awesome. Great. So would you say building momentum's one of the biggest things going into this, and kind of keeping that momentum even when you have those bad days?
Yeah, momentum's very important, and it has a lot to do with your headspace. So you want to clear your headspace. Do whatever you can to get outside or meditate, listen to something positive. I like to get to the gym in the morning, and especially the sauna. Like, you have less up inside of you built up, like whatever it is, even if it's just tension from a couple days, in sales, you're falling back to your subconscious mind because you have to be on your toes and answer quickly. So your true heart will show itself. If you're in a good mood, they'll feel that. You'll feel relaxed. It'll feel smooth. If you're pent up, like, you're just going to be tense, and that tensity can, like, kill transactions.
Great. That's awesome to hear, Marcus. So let's say you've been knocking on the doors for just about a month, just over a month. What are some of those skills that you've learned on the door that you can kind of translate to everyday life?
Skills, I would say understanding body language, speech, starting to learn how to use tonality and learn that it's not always what you say but kind of how you say it, and even more than that, how you make them feel. So you really want to focus on how the customer, client, prospect feels. So you learn also the elevator pitch, just moving with speed, getting to the point. You can learn really quickly what turns somebody off because you're out there by yourself and you're like, okay, I feel like I'm talking too long, I need to make this shorter, and then you could say it's short but it's too to the point, I need to add some finesse. So you just get to learn to play with speech and talking to people.
Great. That's awesome to hear.
Yeah.
Sweet.
But let's go crush this hike.